Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and welcome back to Dead Space. Last time, I drugged the fucking marker all over this goddamn planet, just so Kendra can appear and take it away. Now, let's go through this room and see what's on the other side of this door. I'm pretty sure I'm really, really close to the final battle here. The final boss battle, the final battle of the game. And so I'm hoping I can get through it. Here we go. I stumbled in here. There's Kendra. Hey Kendra, what you doing?
Oh my god.
Gotcha. Ooh, that looked painful. Still alive? Ooh, squish. Well, she was a hot chick. Now she's just in pieces. And I'm about to fight that giant arm thing, aren't I? Hello, giant arm thing. Wow, it's surrounding me. That's not creepy at all. What the hell do I do? Can I move yet? Whoa. Hello. I guess you are, Hive my... well, I see weak points. Well, some of them. Alright, here we go. Weak point shooting. Ah, more, yeah, more. Ouch. Okay, that was loud. Okay, that was one target. Oh, it's on. Ah, dodged it. Okay, reload. Okay, he's going to slam down, so he's going that way. I missed that. Ah, I got another one. Oh, the damage this thing's doing. Oh shit, it's gonna be on the leg, on the leg. Let go of me, let go of me. How do I get to let go? Oh god, I'm not dead, am I? Please don't, I gotta shoot from here, are you kidding me? Oh crap. Oh, this is not gonna work. Oh god, don't eat me, dude, don't eat me. Oh, this is bullshit. Aim down, aim up, no, down, left. Oh my god. I'm trying, don't eat me, dude. God, I can't. Oh, I got it. I hit it. Put me down. I can't aim. Reload. 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 I can't aim this thing at this angle. Oh god, I'm getting closer to being eaten. I think I just got eaten. No. No! I got eaten. Wait, I'm alive? Well, yeah, I'm alive, but I don't have my arms. Okay, I get it. I'm dead. Just kill me already. That was the longest death animation I think I've ever seen. Oh crap, he's got me. Damn it. So no matter what, he's going to grab me regardless. Alright. I'm trying my best to get these. Luckily they're trying closer because maybe I can aim these a little bit better. Down. God, this is so hard to aim. I'm so close. I think I hit it. Come on. Okay, I hit it once. So close to hitting it. Too late. Okay, fine, I get it. Can I just skip this? That's got me. Aim down. Aim left. No, aim down. Down. Left. Down. Left. Doesn't... Ah, this isn't gonna work. Come on. I'm dying. Damn it, there's no way to avoid it. Alright, here we go with this again. Alright, I got that one. Plenty of time to get the last one. Just take your time. Try to figure out how to aim this damn thing up here. One left, you can do it. Got it, I hit it. Finally! Now what? Ow, that hurt. How convenient, it lands next to me. Pick it up, pick it up. Now what am I shooting at? Dude. Stomach's closed, now what do I do? Ow! Okay, that missed. Just gonna go with both hands. Okay, missing. Keep strafing, just keep strafing. Alright, going for the sacks in the stomach, I got it. Okay, keep strafing, just keep strafing. I missed, keep strafing. Okay, he missed. Open the stomach again. Okay, he missed. Strafe. Alright, doing good. Alright, two of those little pallet things left from the stomach. I hope that's all of them. Alright, strafe, just keep strafing. Keep strafing, do it on the wall. Alright, strafe the other way. Alright, doing good. Strafe again, because he's going to do his hands again. Strafe, just keep strafing, strafe right. Very good. Aim. And open up your stomach. Other pod destroyed, one left. Reload. Back up a little bit. Strafe left. Slam. Strafe right. Slam. Missed. Okay. More strafing. Keep strafing. Alright, doing good. Just keep strafing until you see him open his chest. His chest is open. Got it. Please tell me he's dead. Mindless prey. Achievement unlocked. Tell me that means I killed it. Okay, you've roared enough. Can you just die now? Oh god! I actually thought he was going to crush me. Is that it? Can I go home now, Mommy? Is that it? Oh. So what, I just walk into the shuttle and just go home. So that's it. Humby-dumby-doo. I don't need to take the marker all the way back or any kind of shit like that. I'll just go right back to the shuttle. Leave the marker where it is. Oh, now he wants to run. Exodus. The door's locked. Now, oh, it conveniently opened. Okay. A convenient door is convenient. Oh, that's right, he's trying to get away from the rock before it crashes on the planet. I guess the rock would eventually is going to crush the marker. Oh boy. Yeah, there it goes. Bright explosions are bright. Damn. Well, this isn't Halo, so he takes his mask off. We already know what he looks like.
Isaac.
So he's reviewing the
I wish I could talk to you.
the video again.
I'm so...
What was that? The cone looked fucked up. Alright, well that's it. Dead Space 1 is over. Whew. At least I was able to get through it. I really was worried from the beginning. Because like I said, I'd played the Dead Space Dismemberment demo a long time ago. And I was getting slaughtered all over the place. Like I said this many times before. So I really didn't think I was ever going to be able to play this game. I really didn't. So that's why I was kind of afraid to. I was actually afraid to play it at all, just because the demo was just so damn hard for me to do. And then trying to do it as a series for the channel, I thought it was going to be like, 2 steps forward, I'm dead. 2 steps forward, I'm dead. It was going to be like my own personal Dark Souls or something. And it didn't turn out to. Luckily, putting it on easy made it obviously easier. So I'm going to guess the demo defaults to a harder difficulty, which is why I was getting my ass kicked every second. So I'm glad I was able to get through it. That's why my biggest concern. I was afraid I was going to be able to get too frustrated of dying all the time, and was able to get through it. I didn't die that many times. The times I did die was usually to the really strong enemies, like the hunter, what I called the hunter, the guy that you can't kill no matter how many times you dismember it. He keeps regenerating. I died to him a couple of times because I couldn't figure out which way I needed to go, especially when I went through that room where all the oxygen got turned off. I had to run past him and a bunch of those fat guys that spawned those little crawlers. So I didn't know where to go in there, so it took me a few times to get through that part. And then, of course, fighting that damn hive mind at the end, that was just ridiculous. I had so much trouble trying to aim. And I know I had to help with the laser sight as I was trying to aim and stuff, but holy hell, it was hard to line up the shot, because I couldn't tell. I don't think it was the controls weren't responding to the way I was hanging. I was hanging kind of like upside down, so it was almost like inverted controls. I use the inverted controls. Down is up and up is down for me. So it's almost like an inversion of an inversion. So that, okay, so I need to think up is up and down is down. Well, when I was doing it, it still wasn't going those directions. So it was just, I really couldn't figure it out. And I still don't think, I think I just got really lucky that when I did hit the hive mind, when I was being held, was just pure luck. I don't think I figured out the aiming. I just got really lucky that I finally managed to hit all the spots. That's all I was really doing, is kept pulling the trigger and hoping that the aiming was at least somewhat close. As far as the game overall, it is a very good game. There's a reason why they made 2 sequels, and I'm sure it is probably one of those games that was so popular. There's probably even novels that are supposed to be canonically based off of it. So it is a very good game. I had issues with some of the interaction with some of the interfaces, specifically when I was trying to gather items out of chests. I'd open up the chest, and the item would be there, but Isaac wouldn't look at it. It wouldn't show the little icon of what it was. And it wasn't like there was any other items that was around me. It was just nothing on screen. It's like, walk up to the box, press A to open the box, there's the item, why can't I press A again to pick it up? It just wouldn't do that. So that was kind of irritating. And then there was times where I was trying to limit my ammo pickups to just the plasma cutter, and it kept giving me the ammo for the pulse rifle, which was fine, but I wanted to limit my ammo to the plasma cutter because that's what I was using most often. So almost every chest I opened when it showed pulse rounds, I was like, well, that's just irritating, depressing, and a waste of time. And even more irritating is when it was next to plasma rounds, I would have to try to work the UI to where it wasn't looking at the pulse rifle rounds. I was looking at the plasma rounds. I know these are little tiny nitpicking things, but these are little things that got on my nerves. And I said that a few times during the game. Otherwise, the game is really good. The graphics are obviously awesome for its time, especially. I think this game came out still somewhat early. This was 2008, I believe, 2007, 2008. So it was still somewhat early in the Xbox One, in Xbox 360's career. So it was still very good graphics. You can tell it's aged. The game is old. You can tell it's an 8-year-old game. You can tell the age in the graphics because there was a few extra polygons and some squared textures in places that you think that in more in newer games would be more rounded out and smoothed out. The lip syncing was pretty good, actually. The lip syncing was pretty good, and I don't rely. I don't. When they do use lip syncing, I want it to be good, but if they don't use lip syncing, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. But this game really seemed to nail the lip syncing really, really well. I personally don't like games where the main character is a silent protagonist. I mean, there's times when it's okay and it makes sense, and I'll when I come across those games, I'll tell you when I'm okay with it. But I felt that there was too many times that Isaac could have said something and should have said something, and just something, just say something. And I know sometimes having a silent protagonist puts the onus on the player to come up with their own things to say. Like sometimes they say, okay, well, we need to get to such and such a place. Oh, what is this? Military suit unlocked. Backstory logs unlocked. 50,000 credits awarded. 10 power nodes awarded. Impossible. Yeah, fuck you. Impossible mode unlocked. Yeah, fuck you. I'm not playing this game on impossible. I wouldn't even want to play it on medium. I'm guessing by the fact that we saw those little weird icons at the end, I guess it means our brains have been fucked up. We've now been so influenced by the marker that we're seeing all those symbols that were drawn all over the walls by the crazy people all over the place. Getting back to just kind of wrapping up my thoughts on the game. Very game. The graphics were good for its time and held up pretty well. I mean, like I said, there were a few rough spots. Voice acting was very good. I wish that Isaac does get a voice actor in 2 and 3. I wish they'd had it in 1 just for consistency. And there were times when I wish he would have said something along, when someone would say, "Okay, we need to go do this, and this." I would expect Isaac to say, "What do you mean we? It's going to be me that's just going to do it." Granted, that's probably just what I was thinking, and that's what kind of the silent protagonist does, is it allows the player to make their own comments, make their own dialogue to the game. But I prefer the characters to actually have their own dialogue. That way, they can actually feel like that the character is interacting with the other characters in the game. And again, there's ups and downs to that. The upside to that is you're actually seeing the dialogue, so you can have what the character actually feels like. And the downside to it is it makes it a little bit more like an interactive movie, whereas you don't have that option of being able to just say what you want because the character's saying it for you. And there's upsides and downsides to both of them, but most of the time I prefer my protagonist to actually say something. And again, that's just another minor thing, because as far as consistency is concerned, like I said, he's got a voice actor in 2 and 3. If they're not going to give it to him in 1, why give it to him in 2 and 3? Of course, I haven't seen 2 and 3 completely, so there may be a reason why they had to put it in there, because his interactions required him to actually have to say something instead of just going around going, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And the only time you really saw any interaction out of his character was when Kendra showed that video to him again, and you saw him, at the end of the video, he actually put his hand on his head like, oh my god, you're right. That was really the only time you saw any interaction out of him besides idle animations. So it's just, nitpicky things. Otherwise, the game was great. I had fun with it. I was nervous here and there. I've never been fond of jump scare games. Never been fond of horror games. That's why this is actually the first truly scary game I've played. I mean, I played BioShock, and that can be scary if you're going to like a dark room and you don't see the enemies coming at you, and all of a sudden there they are on top of you. Wow, that can be kind of jump scare-ish, even if it's not intended to be. But this is actually this game is actually in the horror genre. This is actually the first game I've actually played in the horror genre. And while I'm okay with horror games, being scary and, the blood everywhere and all that stuff, that doesn't bother me. It startles. It's jump scares and those kind of things I don't like. I know other people that do play horror games, they get a thrill out of the jump scare. I don't like that. I really don't. Eventually, jump scares irritate me, which is also why I don't care much for horror movies either. Jump scares there just irritate me more than make me enjoy it. That's just the way I am. I'm not one that's fond of it. That's why I don't play horror games that often. But I figured this game, first of all, this was one of the games that came free with Gold. Xbox Gold gives you a couple of games free every month, and this was some time back. But Dead Space was a free game. I knew I was probably never going to buy it, but I thought, okay, it's free. I've never played a horror game before. I wanted something good to start with a camera. This is perfect. A horror game with a camera, perfect way to start. And I think it came out really, really well. I mean, the jump scares, when they got me, the good jump scares that got me, they got me. I did enjoy the suspenseful moments, like when I could hear necromorphs rattling around somewhere outside the room that I was in. I did appreciate that, because I was like, okay, they may be ready for something. Like, okay, instead of just all of a sudden there they were, it gave me a moment of suspense. I'd rather have suspense than jump scares. I'd rather, hear them coming, be like, okay, get ready for them, and then be surprised, than just like, okay, walking along, da-da-da, boom, there they are. That, I don't like that. I don't like the whole boom, there they are thing. I'd rather kind of, their surprise should be, I know this sounds kind of odd, but their surprise should give me a heads up, sort of. You kind of understand what I'm saying? Instead of jump scares out of nowhere, give me a little bit of heads up that one's coming. Kind of gives me... I like that better. Again, that's just me. I didn't have the music on, so I can't really give you any vote on the music, which I never do. I've explained the reason why before. I don't want to have to deal with copyright crap. I've already mentioned the graphics. Graphics were good. Gameplay was good. The gunplay was actually surprisingly good, despite the fact you weren't using, for the most part, standard weaponry. Typically, guns in video games are, you can pretty much get the standard three. You've got shotguns, assault rifles, sniper rifles. There's variations to that, of course. But this is actually the first game that I feel where you didn't really have that trinity of guns, and the gunplay was still useful and good. And also the fact that most enemies in games that when you're fighting, usually shoot for the head, for the body, or especially the head. You score a headshot, and usually kills the enemy every time. But in this game, you're actually for most enemies kind of penalized if you shoot for the head or the body. Especially those fat guys with claws. You shoot for their body, and you make them explode. They're going to spin all those little crawly things at you, and you got to try to kill those things. Those things are hard as hell to kill unless you've got a rapid fire gun like the pulse rifle, which is why I bought it so early in the game when I was able to. But most of the time, I used that cutting rifle, the plasma cutter, because it seemed the most practical for what I had to do. You had to dismember, take out the legs and or arms of the enemies, and that's the only way to kill them. Shooting for the body did no good. So those kind of guns really did good. Now I know I didn't use some of the other guns like the line gun and the cutter and stuff, but when I used that's why I stuck with the plasma cutter, because the other weapons they showed didn't really give me a good description of what it did. I wish I could have picked up instead of buying the weapons, maybe picked them up and had some way to try them out. That way, if I pick up a certain weapon and I don't like it, I didn't waste the credits on buying it. I know I could have sold those weapons back, but there's still a loss there, and eventually money wasn't that big a deal because they were dropping money all over the place. But I wish I could have taken the opportunity to try out some of those other weapons. But because I was too concerned about wasting money and wasting nodes on a weapon that I thought I wouldn't like, maybe I would buy a weapon, like it sort of early and think, okay, maybe this will be better once I upgrade it. Then I upgrade it and still don't like it. Well, I can't take those nodes back off. And those power nodes were very, very valuable. So that's why I stuck with, the gun that I start with, the only gun you pick up in the game without having to buy it, which is the plasma cutter. Used it, got used to it, upgraded it, got even more used to it, and turned out to be incredibly powerful. I was one or two shotting the boss's eyes when I was finally able to get a shot on him. I was only one or two shotting him, and those things were dead. And then the pulse rifle I used mostly because I wanted a backup weapon just in case I ran out of ammo, which I did a couple of times. And then, of course, enjoying the fact that it was rapid fire, which was good for swarms of enemies, like those little swarmers that come out of the bodies of those fat ones. I wanted to back up in case I was trying to go for the legs with the limbs and accidentally did shoot him in the body and piercing it open, causing him to come out. So, of the weapons that I used, which were the two, they worked very well for what they were supposed to do. And this game, like I said, was very unique in the fact that you didn't go for the typical body shot or headshot. You had to go for the limbs in order to kill the enemies, which were pretty unique throughout the game. You had the humanoid-looking ones, which had the arms replaced by claws, and that would just run at you and then just try to hit you with their blades. Then you had what I call those little scorpion crawlers that had the two arms, no legs, but just a long tail they'd hit you with. And then you'd have the infestors, of course, which looked like giant bats. And they would eventually upgrade those enemies. So they had the baby that shot out the little tentacles. And then they had the stronger versions there. It seemed like the lighter colored they were freshly converted or freshly infested. And so they weren't strong. And some of the ones that apparently maybe had been infested for a while and were darker colored, because you can see the colors of their skin had been darker and stuff. They were harder to kill and did a little more damage. So, I mean, obviously the enemy scaled up, so that was kind of good. But the basic was the same for every enemy. You had to go for the limbs. You couldn't kill anyone with just a headshot or just a body shot. And then, of course, the hunter. Fuck that noise. The first time I fought him, it was in the room where you had to freeze him in the cryo chamber. And luckily for me, I had seen a video. I think I explained this in the episode that I actually fought him. I was watching a Watch Mojo top 10 video, top 10 invincible enemy or something like that. And I didn't know it was going to be in the list, otherwise I wouldn't have watched the video. But it kind of spoiled the content of that video, of that one enemy, that you had to use the cryo chamber to freeze him in order to actually defeat him. I probably would have eventually figured that out on my own, because it didn't take me long to figure out that I was going to need to use the engine of the shuttle to flame the second one. So once I figured out, so I was a little bit spoiled on that one, but I think I would have figured that out on my own. I did appreciate that little unique aspect. Not every enemy was just shoot for the legs, okay, it's dead. You had to actually strategize with that hunter. And then when he locked me in that one room where I had to just run from him, that was stressful as all hell. So overall, enemies, graphics, everything, overall, very good game. I really do enjoy it. I see why so many people did enjoy it when it first came out. I see why it now has 2 sequels. So I enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to play Dead Space 2 or not. I probably will, because Dead Space 3 has a co-op campaign, and Sci-Fi wants to give it a try, so that would allow us to put all 3 games on our channels, or at least on my channel. So I figured there's probably going to be some storyline I might miss if I go straight to Dead Space 3 and don't play 2. So I will probably eventually play Dead Space 2, unless it comes out for games for gold free soon or at some point. It's probably not going to be anytime soon that I'm going to get to 2, because I have a lot of other games planned that I want to play on this channel, on my new channel. Some of them are going to be games I've already played before. I want to redo them with the camera, and now that I have a little more experience on YouTube and stuff, I've explained all this before. I'm just kind of going over it. So I won't be getting to 2 right away, but as for this game, it was very good. I did enjoy it. Let's go ahead and continue, see if there's anything after this. Save your game and load it again to play another round with all your equipment. No, I'll save it. I'm not loading and playing again. No, not today, not right now. So I guess this will wrap it up for now. This has been Dead Space. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe to see all the episodes of this show and other episodes of this game and other games that are coming to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you have, and if you haven't, please do. And hope to see you around. Don't forget, Sci-Fi has her channel up as well. I'll post a link in the description below and put an annotation at the end of the video. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel as well, because she does games and stuff just like I do. And any games that we cooperatively play together, you'll see that same game on both of our channels, just from a different perspective. You'll see the same game, but the perspective will be from each of our channels. So my perspective will be on my channel. And if you want to see what that same game looks like from her perspective, go watch it from her channel, on her channel. So that's the reason why we've done a little split. Anyway, this has been Dead Space. Thank you for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and I'll see you later.